Hello, guys, and welcome to Football Fan Day UK. Sorry, guys, just adjusting the camera, getting in late from work, so my apologies. Hope you guys having a good start Tuesday evening as we watch along to Arsenal visiting Seville in the Champions League. Game has just started a moment ago, guys, so just apologies for my being slightly late. But as I say, getting in late from work this evening. So quickly share team news uh, on the screen with you guys. Just bear me a second, and there we go. Sorry, sorted. Should be coming on your screen now, guys. As you can see, Seville lining up with four at the back, five in midfield, one up front. Arsenal going with 4-3-3 formation. Should work out quite well for Arsenal tonight if they can show the momentum they've been showing in the Premier League. So let's hope they can, guys. Let's hope uh, Arsenal can get some points on the board tonight in the Champions League. Seville currently in the possession at the moment, just knocking it about on the edge of their box. Now they kick it long up the field as it's headed back in the direction it came from. But then Arsenal intercept it, and eventually it's knocked all the way back to the goalkeeper. Saka on the attack down this near side, but he's run straight into traffic and fouled. So that's going to be a free kick on this near side for Arsenal. Ian, how you doing, mate? Ian 80 saying hi, Dan. When did Bolton play next? They're playing tonight, mate. They're playing tonight. Quite a few games going on in League Championship, League One, League Two tonight. Quite a few games. So yeah, they're playing tonight, mate. Welcome to the show, by the way, Ian. Hope you're doing well, mate. So yeah, I'm just checking now. Bolton 1-0 up at the minute. So yeah, they're away to Wickham tonight. Wickham Wanderers, and they're currently 1-0 up. Also, Fleetwood 1-0 up against Reading. Port Vale 1-0 down to Peterborough United. So Charlton took the lead against Lincoln City. Leyton Orient have took the lead against Northampton Town. Millwall have scored in the Championship, 1-0 to Millwall against Blackburn. And United are still 0-0 with Copenhagen at the moment. So a number of games going on around the grounds tonight, mate. As I say, hope you're doing well, Ian. Welcome to the show, mate. So yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on the other results. So now Arsenal building again from the back. Stevie's saying, evening, Gaz and chat. How's it going, Stevie? Good to have you with us, mate. Hope you're doing well. And thank you very much for making yourself available. Again, Stevie, I always appreciate you helping out in the background. How you doing, mate? So ball kicked down long down that far side. It's Martinelli trying to keep it in, but unable to. It's gone out for a throw-in. So throw-in taken quickly. Arsenal back in possession as now they take it to the byline, attempting to cross it in, but it's timid and it's knocked away and eventually goes out for another throw-in, this time to Arsenal on that far side, deep inside the Seville half of the field. Ball comes in. So Arsenal just playing some tight football over there, and now they come back inside as they come into the box. Shot gets off, and it's just wide of that far post. Just saw a glimmer of goal there and decided to take the shot, but I think he should have tried to come back inside a little bit more than that. I think the angle working against Arsenal there. So thanks for that, Stevie. And Stevie also saying, come on, Arsenal. Absolutely, yep. Thanks for that, Stevie. Yep, definitely. Always behind UK clubs when it comes to Champions League, Europa League, stuff like that. So thanks, Stevie. And Praddy, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're having a good evening. Praddy saying, hi, I'm back. Welcome to the show, mate. Pleasure to have you back with us. Hope you're all right, mate. Got any? If you guys got any thoughts on score predictions, please do feel free to drop your thoughts in the chat. Would be interested to hear how you guys think this one's going to turn out. So Seville now take the throw in on this near side as the ball comes in. Both sets of players challenge for it, but Seville now play it into the centre. Oh, he's took the shot there from miles out, and it was always rising. And that'll be a goal kick to Arsenal. Prody saying 3-1. Which way, mate? Seville or Arsenal? Is that maybe Arsenal? I'm not sure, mate. Let me know which way you think. If is that Seville or Arsenal you're thinking win? 3-1 to Arsenal. Awesome. Cool. Arsenal now on the attack down that far side as they race into the box now. And the goalkeeper just come out, closed the space, and it's just gone wide. He managed to just get the shot off, but by the time he got the shot off, the Seville goalkeeper had closed the space, and he just couldn't get uh, the ball past him. So that's actually going to be a goal kick because it actually ricocheted back off the goalkeeper, back off the Arsenal player, and then went behind. So Seville now on the attack as they play it out wide to this near side. Arsenal a challenge for it with Saka as the ball deflects away and it's gone out of play there. So yeah, thank you for that, Prody. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, mate, but thank you for that. Good shout. Let's hope you're right, mate. Be cool if Arsenal can get 3 points on the board tonight away from home. So thanks for that, mate. Stevie saying 2-1 Arsenal. Interesting. Good shout, Stevie. Tight, Stevie, thinking it's a tight game, which is good in fairness because Seville, very experienced team in Europe. So they're not going to be, Arsenal going to have to be at their best to get the result in this one. Seville playing the ball down that far side as they work their way towards the edge of the Arsenal box. Arsenal challenge for it, but Seville managed to get the ball and cross it into the box, and it's just knocked behind as it comes into the box, and that'll be a goal kick to Arsenal. But Seville finding a way through then just when it looked like Arsenal had managed to see out the danger, but Seville with a sneaky ball crossed in from an awkward angle that wouldn't have looked possible in fairness as he was blocked off by the Arsenal player, but somehow he managed to get it in the box. So Arsenal again now to build from the back. So yeah, thanks for that, Stevie. Brody saying, Stevie, do you have a channel? No, Stevie's channel is this channel, mate. We work together as a team. So Stevie part of the Fanden team. So now Arsenal have just knocked it out on that far side. So that's going to be a throw into Seville. Seville with a throw in just inside the Arsenal half. As now the ball comes in. Seville back with a possession as they play it back to the centre backs. And now ball played forward as Seville take it towards the touchline, almost going out of play, just keeping it in there as Arsenal come to press the ball, but Seville happy to just knock it about at the moment on the halfway line or close to the halfway line as Arsenal start to push players up to press the ball. And Seville pass it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper kicks it long as both sets of players challenge for it. And now Arsenal have won it back inside the Seville half, playing it out wide to that far side. As now they come towards the edge of the box, played cut back inside as Arsenal just trying to find some space as they play it back into the centre. and then back out wide to that far side again. As now Arsenal just probing that Seville formation, as Seville keeping it quite compact at the moment. As just a misplaced pass there by Arsenal sees Seville win the possession back. And Stevie saying, no, Proddy, I'm involved with Fanden. Yeah, absolutely. Stevie, part of the Fanden team. So thank you for that, Stevie. Proddy saying, okay, top stuff, Proddy. Thank you, mate. Saying nice, awesome. Thanks, mate. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be adding, hopefully, finding other people to work with as well. But obviously, with the amount of work that's involved in the channel, it's a little bit too much for just one person to cover. Unfortunately. So, Stevie, a valuable member of the team. So Arsenal now with the possession again, back on the halfway line. Oh, I'm sneezy all of a sudden. So Arsenal now playing the ball out. Sorry, guys. Playing it out wide to that far side, but Seville have intercepted it. Now Seville kicking it long up the field as Arsenal managed to challenge for it. And now Arsenal win it back. Arsenal trying to play it back up the field, but quickly stopped by Seville as Seville challenged for the ball, but Arsenal managing to retain it as they play it back into the centre and then back to the goalkeeper. Stevie saying Bolton scored, Gaz. Thanks, Stevie. Yeah, I'd just seen that they've gone 1-0 up, mate. So thanks for that, Stevie. Top stuff, mate. Thank you. Yeah, let's hope Bolton can get another good win tonight. That'll be awesome. To put pressure on the top two in the league. Arsenal now on the attack down that far side as they come forward, but Seville pressing the ball, but Arsenal just play it backwards as they manage to keep the possession. So just to let you guys know what's going on in some of the other games, currently still 0-0 with United and Copenhagen. That's 10 minutes into that one. Lens 0, PSV 0. As we know, still 0-0 here with Seville and Arsenal. FC Union Berlin 0-0 with Nepal. Sporting Braga 0-0 with Real Madrid. And Benfica still 0-0 with Real Sociedad. So no goals yet in the Champions League for the 8 o'clock kickoffs. But the earlier kickoffs finished Galatasaray 1, Bayern Munich 3, and also Inter Milan 2, Red Bull Salzburg 1. In the Scottish Premiership, guys, one game going on in Scotland tonight. Dundee vs Ross County, and that is still 0-0. In the English Championship, Huddersfield 0, Cardiff City 2, Millwall 1, Blackburn Rovers 1, Norwich City 0, Middlesbrough 0, Swansea City 0, Watford 0, Leicester 1, Sunderland 0, West Brom 0, QPR 0. Also, loads of games going on in League 1 and League 2 tonight. I'll read all them out shortly, guys. Can tell you that Barnsley have gone 2-0 up against Shrewsbury Town, and Blackpool 1-0 up against Cheltenham Town. But as I say, I'll come back to those results shortly and read them out to you. So we've got a free kick now for Seville, just inside the Arsenal half of the field on this near side. Ball played across the field out to that far side as it's intercepted by Arsenal. And now Arsenal play it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper knocks it out wide to this near side. Seville intercept it. Now Seville coming towards the touchline, but it's intercepted by Arsenal as they goalkeeper kicks it up the field. And now Seville win the possession back again, playing it out wide to this near side. It's another cross-field ball from Seville. Sees Arsenal win the ball back as that ball loose. And now a challenge from Seville. Sees the referee blow the whistle for a free kick. So nice one for that, Stevie. Don't forget, guys, you can feel free to drop your comments in the chat and also talk amongst yourselves about the games tonight as well, if you wish. That's part of the reason why we do these live streams, guys, because Fandom is about fans. So if we're live, it means you guys can engage with us and enjoy conversation amongst yourselves as well in the chat. So Arsenal now with a free kick as they take it short, just inside their own half. As the ball played forward now, out wide to that far side. As Arsenal tried to come back inside, but Seville challenged for it. But then the ball's loose as Arsenal win it back. Now the referee stopped the play here for something. There seems to be some confusion there. Both sets of players looking quite confused with the referee. So referee just having a word with players there, both sets of players. So he's seen something he's not happy with. He's given a warning, and it looks like the game's going to restart from a drop ball. So yeah, as the referee drops the ball now, it's knocked all the way back to the Seville keeper, and now Seville play it out wide to this near side. Ball kicked long up the field, but it's a poor one, and it's gone straight out of play for a throw in on this near side to Arsenal. Pretty much on the halfway line, this, guys. Oh, Seville now with the ball on this near side. Oh, now the ball kicked long up the field, out wide to that far side. As Seville now taking it to the byline as the ball crossed into the box and it goes past everybody out to this near side as Arsenal intercept it with Saka and Saka pulled to the ground there. So that's going to be a free kick to Arsenal on this near side, close to the corner flag, guys. But yeah, no argument there. It's a free kick. It just dragged to the ground there. And I can't believe Sevilla protesting that decision, to be honest with you guys. Mr. Barnsley, Ryan, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. So, free kick on this near side. Ryan saying 2-0 to Barnsley. Get in there. Yes, I just saw that a minute ago, mate, that you guys winning. So, awesome. Keeping the momentum going. Long way to go yet in the season, mate. But, yeah, Barnsley making a fantastic start this season. So ball now with Seville on this near side. Played for backwards as Arsenal challenge for it. And Saka here looking really hungry as he's not giving up the ball. And eventually it's gone out of play. But I think that's gone Seville's way. So throwing on this near side, deep inside the Seville half of the field. Throwing to Seville. Ball thrown long as Arsenal head it back into the centre as it comes in. Both sets of players challenge for it as Arsenal eventually come away with it. Playing it back to the centre backs as now Arsenal with the possession in the centre circle. Played out wide to that far side. As Arsenal just seem to be building up really slowly here. So yeah, good to hear that, Ryan. Ryan also saying 3-1 to Arsenal. Okay, thanks, mate. Thanks, good shout. Ryan, let's hope so, mate. Want to see English clubs and Scottish clubs do well in Europe this week, hopefully. So thanks for that, mate. And as I say, good to have you with us, Ryan. Ball played back eventually all the way back to the Arsenal keeper. Seville come to press the ball here and force Arsenal to make a mistake. Ball crossed in. Oh, the ball just got away there from the Seville striker. And luckily for Arsenal, the ball bounced and ricocheted off him straight into the goalkeeper's hands. But that was a big warning sign there for Arsenal, making mistakes at the back. Now Arsenal on the attack, playing down that far side as they race towards the edge of the Seville box. Ball cut back inside as Seville keeping it tight. Pushing Arsenal out towards the edge of the pitch, but Arsenal managed to work the way through it. Now ball crossed into the box as Arsenal lose the possession. Seville winning it back now as they try to relieve the pressure. Playing it out wide to that far side, trying to kick it long, but it's blocked off by Arsenal and goes out for a throw-in about 4 yards from the corner flag on that far side. That's now Arsenal with a cross into the box. And Gabriel Jesus takes a shot, but he's just blasted it wide. Gone high and wide. It looked impossible position to take a shot, to be honest. With so with I don't know. I think he had at least 2 or 3 defenders right in front of him then. So I was surprised he took the shot. Mr. Barnsley Ryan saying, I think better than weekend just gone, Gaz, because we looked bad 1-1 and red card. Yeah, but I'm sure I've said this to you before, Ryan. You know, sometimes, mate, sometimes players, obviously, especially after an international break, players have lost the rhythm that they had and things like that. So, as you know yourself, mate, you've been supporting football long enough. You know that winning momentum is about keeping the momentum going in it. So these international breaks don't help when you're getting results, because then when you come back, then you find that some players can be a little bit off pace or off the boil, however you want to describe it. But you know what I mean. So that's why I'm not a big fan of international breaks. I've nothing against international football, but the breaks are so early in the season, it's just wrong because it just breaks up the momentum for clubs trying to get their rhythm going. And how would we see a different season as well? That's one thing I always wondered as well, guys. Do you think if we didn't have the international breaks this so early in the season, would we see clubs get better momentum? Do you think it would impact a lot of leagues in a different way, because clubs would be able to just keep consistently get playing without the disturbances and interruptions? It's an interesting one, but I like to say, even if your team didn't look as good at weekend, mate, it could be because of the international break, or it could just be that they had a bad game, because any team can have a bad game. With games coming so thick and fast for every club, mate, it's easy for any team, even the top teams, to just have a bad game. Even Manchester City have shown that this season. Everybody keeps saying about how invincible they are, and yes, they are. They do look pretty invincible once they're in when they're playing at their best. But you need to get that momentum going to get to your best, and at the moment, City haven't managed to quite do that yet this season, have they? So yeah. Keep the faith, mate. The main thing is at this stage of the season, keeping your team to try and keep themselves in the chasing pack for whatever honours it is you're competing for. Now Seville playing the ball out wide to this near side. Ball crossed into the box, knocked away by Arsenal as it's cleared up the field, but Seville just managed to intercept it inside the Arsenal half. As now the ball played back inside for Seville as they build again now from the centre circle. Arsenal happy to just sit off at the minute as now Seville eventually knock it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Mr. Barnsley saying, I understand, guys. Nice one, mate. No worries. Cool. Yeah, like I say, mate, just pointing out, don't get too frustrated when your team has a bad result occasionally. The main thing is, as I say, keeping with the pattern. Barnsley doing that, mate, doing that right now. So just enjoy the ride, so to speak. Arsenal taking it to the byline, crossed in as it's knocked away, and it's gone out on that far side for a throw-in. So 26 minutes gone, guys, and it's still Seville 0, Arsenal 0. Arsenal playing okay. They're just struggling in the final third to kind of get in behind Seville. Seville sitting deep when they need to, sitting compact when they need to. If you guys have seen Seville playing in the Europa League, they're successful. The success they've had in that is for good reason, because they're a difficult team to break down. So the throw was taken, but it's knocked straight back out of play again on that far side. So now it's going to be a corner for Arsenal. So let's hope we can get a good delivery on this. Sorry, I'll come to that in a minute, Ryan. Don't want to miss this corner. Second I look away is the second it'll happen and we'll have a goal. Corner comes in. Oh, it's a short one. As Arsenal trying a bit of trickery there, but it's ended up being a wasted opportunity as the ball deflects out, and that'll be a goal kick to Seville. Mr. Barnsley, Ryan saying 2-0 to Bolton for you guys. Awesome. Thank you for the update, Ryan. Top man, thank you. Appreciated, mate. Awesome. Yeah. Keep with the chasing pack. That's the main thing at the moment. And Bolton need to get a few wins anyway, because they've slipped up already a couple of times this season against opposition that, no disrespect to them, but you would expect us to win against. But you have to show respect to every team. And in fairness, it was frustrating losing to Carlisle, but for them, it's like a cup final coming to Bolton. So you have to respect that. And unfortunately, our players didn't show them enough respect, and that's why we lost. That's my opinion anyway. Arsenal now knocking it out wide to this near side. Saka on the attack as he races forward. Not much in front of him. One defender as he managed to cut inside, takes a shot, but it's blocked off and deflects into the path of a Seville player. Seville now playing it up this near side as it's challenged by Arsenal, and it's just gone out of play for a throw-in in front of the dugout on this near side. Ball comes in quickly from the throw-in as Arsenal play it back to their defensive line. Now played forward as Arsenal eventually work it out to that far side. And now Arsenal with the possession. Any interesting goals going in the other games, Ryan? Are you watching any other games in League One or keeping an eye on any other results? I will read through the results shortly, guys, but Arsenal now with a possession in the centre circle. And Seville trying to challenge for it, but Arsenal knock it out wide to this near side as Saka intercepts it, plays it back inside, as eventually it's knocked it back to Arsenal centre-backs again. Now the ball kicked long down the field looking for Saka, but it's gone straight to the Seville goalkeeper. So let's have a quick look if there's any other goals in the Champions League tonight. So yeah, only one goal gone in so far, guys, and it's Real Madrid scoring away at Sporting Braga. So only one goal to tell you guys about in the Champions League so far. Still no goal. No goals. V Dundee v Ross County in the Scottish Premiership. In the English Championship, guys, Huddersfield 0, Cardiff City 3, Millwall 1, Blackburn Rovers 1, Norwich City 0, Middlesbrough 0, Swansea City 0, Watford 0, Leicester City 1, Sunderland 0, West Bromwich Albion 0, Queen's Park Rangers 0. So Seville now with the possession at the back. Ryan saying Blackpool 3-1 up against uh, Cheltenham. Cheltenham, I have to read that carefully then in case I said the wrong team. Nice one, Ryan. Thanks for the update, mate. Top man. So Blackburn winning Blackpool winning 3-0. 3-1, sorry. Yeah, they've started to improve their results recently at Blackpool. They've been a bit all over the place for the last few seasons, haven't they? But maybe this is the season where they're going to put a bit of a run together. I don't know. We'll see. And Seville now building again from the back as they play it out wide to that far side. As the ball crossed out wide to this near side, but it's intercepted by Saka. Now, Arsenal, I can't tell who the players are properly in these tops that Arsenal are playing in. They're playing in a green, like a greeny, well, it looks green, like a dark green strip. So Saka fouled on this near side, and so I think the ball's been knocked out of play. But yep, Saka down, holding his leg. So medical staff coming on to give him treatment. So yeah, thank you. Thanks for that, Ryan. So just to let you guys know, quickly go over while we've got a break in play. Quickly go over all the other results in League One as Barnsley 2-0 up against Shrewsbury Town, as Ryan told us. Blackpool 3-1 up against Cheltenham as well, Cheltenham Town. So thanks for that, Ryan. Bristol Rovers currently 1-0 down against Stevenage. Cambridge United 0-0, 0-0 with Portsmouth. Carlisle United 0, Burton Albion 1, Derby County 1, Exeter City 0. Lincoln City 1, Charlton Athletic 1, Northampton Town 0, Leighton Orient 1, Port Vale 0, Peterborough United 1, Wigan Athletic 1, Oxford United 0, Wycombe Wanderers 0, Bolton 2, Reading 0, and Fleetwood 1. English League 2, Wimbledon 0, Accrington Stanley 2, Crewe Alexandra 0, Stockport County 0, Doncaster Rovers 0, Salford City 2, Forest Green Rovers 0, Barrow 2, Grimsby Town 1, Colchester United 2, Harrogate Town 0, Mansfield Town 3, Milton Keynes Dons 2, Bradford City 1, Morecambe 0, Tranmere Rovers 0, Notts County 2, Newport County 0, and Swindon Town 0, Gillingham 1, Walsall 0, Crawley Town 0, and Wrexham 1, Sutton United 0. Just the one game to tell you about in the Scottish League 2, guys. Elgin City currently 1-0 down against Stenhousemuir. So that's the only game in the Scottish lower leagues this evening. So that brings you bang up to date, guys, around the grounds. So now we're back underway. Seville with the possession as they play it forward, but challenge comes from Arsenal, and the referee has blown for a foul there as Reese just grabbing hold of his shirt. So Sevilla now with the ball played out wide to that far side. Mr. Barnsley Ryan saying, that gonna good that that game good for us. Wigan Athletic 1-0 against Oxford United. Yeah, Oxford are up there, aren't they, if I remember correctly? Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, well said, Ryan. Now, Seville playing it in behind, but the goalkeeper reads it well to intercept it. So Arsenal now to build again from the back. Yeah, as you say. Yeah, I forgot about that, Ryan. Yeah, it's Oxford in it in second. So you're right. Definitely good result for Wigan because to give them a chance to pull away from the bottom uh, of the table as they're just sitting outside. Well, I think if that result stays like that, I'll just have them just outside the bottom four. So they need the points as well, don't they? So, yeah, you're right, mate. That'll be an interesting result if it stays like that because it'll affect the bottom and the top of the table, won't it? As now Arsenal on the attack down that far side as Seville try to challenge for it. Arsenal playing it back inside, though. Ryan saying, come on, Barnsley. Come on, Wigan. Uh, yeah, yeah, absolutely, mate. I'm sure Millsard will be buzzing as well if his team get back-to-back wins. One, he'd be absolutely over the moon with. He's been really disappointed with his own team this season, but he's kept the faith though. Ball played down that far side, taken to the byline by Arsenal, but they just couldn't let it, couldn't keep it in there as it's just sneaked out of play, and that's going to be a goal kick to Seville. Ball played out wide to this near side as Seville build again from the back. Now coming forward as Arsenal managed to intercept it and play it back to the goalkeeper, but Seville not giving it up as they race towards the goalkeeper to press the ball. But Arsenal now knock it out wide to this near side as they manage to work through the press and now played forward up towards the halfway line as Arsenal now moving up the field at pace, playing it out wide to that far side as they come towards the Seville box, cut back inside as uh, Seville just keeping it tight as it's now switched out to this near side by Arsenal. As Arsenal now just knocking it about on this near side, looking for some space, but forced to play it back inside and up towards the halfway line as Seville come to press the ball. Seville keeping themselves really compact here, guys. Really compact. They're so well organised and well drilled defensively, Seville. That's how they've had a lot of success in the Europa League. I like that. Ryan saying, come on, Millsard, make me happy. Absolutely, yeah. As Seville now racing down that far side as they come to the byline, ball crossed in, and Arsenal just managed to knock it away on that far side. And as both sets of players come to challenge for it, they've collided together, and now we've got well, at least two. I'm not sure if we've got three players down here on the pitch. We've got two, and so this involving Martinelli. Sorry, guys, just stoppage. So I think is it Martinelli that's got injured? So can't see the Arsenal player, but there's two players down on the ground where they collided. One Seville player, one Arsenal player, and the medical staff just coming on. Yeah, it is Martinelli. Um, so Martinelli, not the one that I think it's the Seville player that's come worst off from that challenge. As I think a bit of concern whether he's a bit concussed. But it looks like Martinelli has hurt his leg. So let's hope it's nothing too serious. So the medical staff just checking him over. Hopefully, this is not going to. Yeah, Martinelli back to it. Both players back to their feet now. Martinelli, though, limping. So let's hope that's just the initial pain of the challenge. Sometimes can take players 5 minutes or so to just run it off, can't it? So let's hope he's going to be okay as he just walks over to the edge of the touchline. And Seville now to take the free kick. Free kick comes in. It's but the Arsenal goalkeeper manages to jump and gather that. Now he gets Arsenal on the attack as Jesus now racing down this near side. Space to run into. Seville, man marking him all the way and eventually managing to get the challenge in, but only after he'd raced 3/4 of the pitch. So Arsenal with a throw in now midway inside the Seville half of the field. So as you just joined us, guys, just coming up to 41 minutes gone. Seville nil, Arsenal nil. Throwing comes in, and it's yeah, Seville just see it out there as it goes out of play, and that'll be a goal kick. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that thumbs up if you could. Would be really appreciated. It doesn't cost you nothing, and it's just a little acknowledgement. I appreciate our efforts streaming this game. And thank you to you guys that have already hit it. Much appreciated. Thank you. Really appreciate the support. Seville now playing out from the back as Arsenal come to press the ball, but Seville just play it back to the goalkeeper as they cautiously keep the possession as Arsenal now do try to press the ball, win it, and force Seville into a mistake on this near side. But Seville just managing to keep it, but then the referee's blown for the foul. So that'll be a free kick to Seville. Inside their own half, slightly out to this near side. Mr. Barnsley Ryan saying, love to see Barnsley in Champions League one day. Yes, mate. Well, it certainly could happen. You've got to think Bolton, my club Bolton, they only got European football as recently. When was it? Yeah, I'm trying to remember the exact. Yeah, I think it was around 2005, something like that. First time Bolton had ever played in Europe. So just goes to show it's possible for any team to eventually get there, mate. And yeah, Bolton did me proud when they played in Europe. I was so proud of how they played. Gave a good account of themselves. Twice we played in it and we got to the last 8. So for a club the size of Bolton, I thought that was a fantastic achievement. And I know it was only the Europa League, but it doesn't matter. It's still European football, and when you're new to it, you're inexperienced. So to get to the last 8 was a pretty good achievement, I thought. Arsenal now with a ball at the back as boos going around the ground here from Seville. Now Arsenal playing it out wide to this near side as Seville challenge for it, managing to win it back as Arsenal starting to look a little bit frustrated at the moment. Some of the body language of some of the players not the greatest. I think they might need half time to get some input from the manager just to settle them down. As the ball eventually played out wide on that far side. It's knocked out of play, but Seville now with a throw in as they come forward now, playing it into the centre. As Arsenal come to challenge for it, but Seville just knocking it about inside the centre circle. As eventually they play it out wide to that far side, but Arsenal coming forward to press the ball from the front as just holds Seville at bay at the moment. Now ball played out wide to that far side by Seville as they come towards the edge of the box. Now cut back inside as now it's not back outside to that far side as a cross comes in and Arsenal keeper manages to gather that quite comfortably and that relieves the pressure for Arsenal. So we're coming up towards 45 minutes, guys. So we should have added on time any moment now. So yeah, absolutely keep the faith. Ryan, it can happen one day, mate. Definitely can happen one day. Um, Arsenal now build again from the back. Ball played out to that far side as they come forward now into the Seville half of the field. Ball played long down that far side as Seville challenged for the ball. So Arsenal forced to play it back to come forward as now they play it back towards the centre circle. Seville, Arsenal just need to show a bit more ruthlessness in this game. Bit more aggressive play, bit more played forward now, down the middle. As it's cut out by Seville. Now Seville playing it forward out to this near side. As now they come into the Arsenal half. Ball cut across. Seville come forward now, down the middle. Coming in into the box and they get the shot off, but it's just goes wide. As the goalkeeper goes for it. I'm not sure. I'm just sorry, guys. I'm just trying to work out if the goalkeeper actually got fingertips to that. No, he didn't. I think it's just gone under his arm as he went to dive for it. I didn't see any deflection of it. It didn't look like it. So yeah. So goal kick now for Arsenal. 4 minutes added on time, guys. We're a minute into the added on time. Mr. Barnsley Ryan saying, welcome in, smash the like button. 9 people. Thank you, Ryan, top man. Thank you, mate. Yeah, but not everybody's positive, mate. Not everybody's positive, unfortunately. But I appreciate you guys that are and make the effort to hit that like. It is appreciated, guys. I think it's probably the most annoying thing to most people that are YouTubers. Keep banging on about the like button, but unfortunately, it is an important part of YouTube. It does help the visibility of videos, live streams, stuff like that. So that's why, unfortunately, it's important to mention it. So yeah, thank you, Ryan. Ball played back to the Seville goalkeeper now. As Seville just knocking it about between the centre backs and the goalkeeper. Now goalkeeper kicks the ball long. As Seville now with the possession on the halfway line as they work through the press from Arsenal. Now racing towards the Arsenal box. Ball knocked out wide to this near side as the cross comes in and it's a deep one as it goes past everyone out to that far side. But Seville picking it up. Ball crossed back in as it's knocked away. Now Arsenal playing it up the field. It's now Arsenal on the attack, racing down the middle. Can they get the shot off? And Arsenal come racing into the box, round the goalkeeper, and Martinelli smashes it into the back of the net and gives Arsenal the lead. 3 minutes into added on time. And it's Seville 0, Arsenal 1. And that was what was needed because that's now going to force Seville to come out and attack a lot more, which might open up more spaces. And that's what Arsenal have been struggling with for most of this first half. The fact that Seville been camping out on their box, which they have the right to do. It's worked for them plenty of times in the past in Europe. They've shown that. But obviously, for a very attack-minded team in like Arsenal, when a team's sitting deep and packing the edge of the box, it can make it very frustrating trying to break them down. But Arsenal hitting Seville there on the counter attack, and Martinelli just rounding the keeper and slots it into the back of the net, cool and calm as you like. And that gives Arsenal the lead just before the break. Seville 0, Arsenal 1. And there you go, guys, right off the restart. The referee blows for half time. So awesome for Arsenal getting the lead just before the break. And Ramos there walking off the pitch, ranting and raging. Sergio Ramos. Nice to see. Right, so guys, just bear with me a second. I'll come back to the comments in a sec. Just let me quickly um, go to the match stats. Let's see how. Uh, see that halftime stats. So, hang on, bear with me a second, guys. How's it going, minute? I'll get to the comments in a second, mate. Just bear with me. So Ryan also got a couple of comments there. I will come to the comments in a sec, guys. Just let me quickly uh, do the halftime stats. I'm just going to share it on the screen now. Should be coming on your screen now, guys. There we go. Come on. There we go. So, a halftime, guys. This is how it looks in numbers. So total shots, 3 for Seville, 5 for Arsenal. Shots on target, none for Seville, 2 for Arsenal. Possession, 53% for Seville, 47% for Arsenal. Passes, 275 for Seville, 249 for Arsenal. And pass accuracy, 85% for Seville, 85% also for Arsenal. Fouls, 3 against Seville, 7 against Arsenal. No yellow cards and no red cards so far. Offsides, none, and corners, just the one for Arsenal. So there you go, guys. Arsenal smashing that ball into the back of the net just before the halftime break, literally with a final minute to go. So great to see because Arsenal, just for spells of that first half, were just becoming a bit frustrated with the way Seville were playing, even though Seville have every right to play that way. But it can be sometimes frustrating for attack-minded teams. So, guys, just a quick look over at the other Champions League results. I'm sure you guys know Galatasaray losing in the earlier kickoff to Bayern Munich 3-1, and also Inter Milan winning 2-1 against Red Bull Salzburg in the earlier kickoff as well. The other games that are kicked off around the same time as Arsenal Seville is currently Man United 0, Copenhagen 0, Lens 0, PSV Eindhoven 0, Seville 0, Arsenal 1 here, as we know. Union Berlin 0, Napoli 0, Sporting Braga 0, Real Madrid 1, and also Benfica 0, Real Sociedad 0. In Scottish Premiership, guys, it's Dundee United. Sorry, not Dundee United. Dundee. My apologies there. Dundee 0, Ross County 0. In the English Championship, Huddersfield Town 0, Cardiff City 3, Millwall 1, Blackburn Rovers 2, Norwich City 0, Middlesbrough 1, Swansea City 0, Watford 0, Leicester City 1, Sunderland 0, West Bromwich Albion 0, Queen's Park Rangers 0. In English League One, it's currently half time in all these games, pretty much, apart from one or two that kicked off slightly earlier. Barnsley 2, Shrewsbury Town 0, Blackpool 3, Cheltenham Town 1, Bristol Rovers 0, Stevenage 1, Cambridge United 0, Portsmouth 0, Carlisle United 0, Burton Albion 1, Derby County 1, Exeter City 0, Lincoln City 1, Charlton Athletic 1, Northampton Town 0, Leyton Orient 1, Port Vale 0, Peterborough United 1, Wigan Athletic 1, Oxford United 0, Wycombe Wanderers 0, Bolton Wanderers 2, Reading 0, Fleetwood Town 1. In English League 2, Wimbledon 0, Accrington Stanley 2, Crewe Alexandra 0, Stockport County 0, Doncaster Rovers 0, Salford City 2, Forest Green Rovers 0, Barrow 2, Grimsby Town 1, Colchester United 2, Harrogate Town 0, Mansfield Town 3, Milton Keynes Dons 2, Bradford City 1, Morecambe 0, Tranmere Rovers 0, Notts County 2, Newport County 0, Swindon Town 0, Gillingham 1, Walsall 0, Crawley Town 0, Wrexham 1, and Sutton United 0. And just one game to tell you guys about in Scottish League 2, Elgin City 0, Stenhouse Mere 1. That's the only game going on this evening in the Scottish lower leagues. So, yeah, but as I said earlier, guys, we also have one game in the Scottish Premiership tonight as well, as I told you before, and that is still 0-0. So there you go, guys. Apart from non-league, that brings you guys bang up to date around the grounds in the UK and Europe. So let's go to the chat and catch up with what you guys saying. Guys, don't forget, please do it. That thumbs up would be appreciated. And drop your comments in the chat. Love to hear from you guys. That's part of the reason why we do these live streams, so that you can have your football opinions heard. Fans matter in football, and that is what we believe here at Football Fandom. But Mr. Barnsley saying, oh, sorry, I've missed a comment here. Mr. Barnsley saying, Will Barnsley in North Group? Will Barnsley in North Group? I don't understand what you mean, Ryan. Sorry, mate. Is that with Barnsley in North Group? I don't understand. Sorry, mate. I'm not following you there. I'm not understanding what you're getting at. Ryan also saying, make your YouTube to grow. Yep, that's what we're doing, mate. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Ryan. Yep, trying to do that, mate. As you know, it's a long process. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So we just got to keep chipping away. But thank you for that, Ryan, top man. Mini Mo, how you doing, mate? Evening, Mini Mo saying evening, everyone. How you doing, Mini? Good to have you with us tonight. It's a little bit quieter in the chat tonight for some reason. I don't know. As you know, Minute can be up and down. But good to see you, mate. I hope you're having a good evening. Have you just finished work, Minute, or are you still at work, or not working tonight? I know, obviously, you do work a lot of late evenings. So good to have you with us, Minute. Hope you're safe and well. And always a pleasure to have you involved in the Fandom chat, mate. Mr. Barnsley, Ryan saying, hey up, Minnie, Mo, awesome. Ryan, top stuff, mate. Minnie returning that same consideration. Top stuff, guys. Absolutely. Mr. Barnsley, Ryan saying, how are you, Mo? Thank you, Ryan. Minnie Mo saying, all good in Scotland. How's Barnsley? They're winning, mate. Yep, they're winning. They're winning, so I'm sure Ryan will tell you that. Mr. Barnsley there said, we are winning 2-0 at the moment. And Minnie there just saying, who you playing tonight? Shrewsbury. So, yeah, cool, guys. I was going to say something then. So, what do you think, guys? How do you think this is going to go now? Do you think Arsenal going to go on and get a comfortable win? Or you think we're in for a battle in this second half? Do you think Seville are going to come? Do you think they'll change tactic? Because they're kind of that team, aren't they, Seville? They like to keep it tight, don't they, at the back? Don't like to leave too much space. That I would say Seville, they're a very well drilled team, and they actually do seem to play slightly different, I think, to some other Spanish teams, because a lot of other Spanish teams like the tippy tappy football and all that kind of stuff. But I've noticed when I've seen Seville playing in the Europa League, they can play quite physically as well, which is quite unusual, I think, because a lot of Spanish clubs don't they can play physical. I'm not saying they can't play physical, but I think that a lot of Spanish teams tend to avoid the physicality as much in football. If they can, they prefer to play the more silky, slow, pass and move football. As we know, that if you've ever watched the league, guys, some of the challenges that go in that referees give decisions for can be really soft. So yeah. Minimo saying, what's the topic tonight then, Gaz? Obviously, just seeing how Arsenal get on. Keep an eye on. Obviously, I think we were all wanting United to get a good result tonight. Normally, we'd be laughing at them having a poor performance in Europe, but obviously, with Bobby Robson passing away, I'm sure you guys agree that hope that Man United can get a win in his memory tonight in Europe. Even if they don't win any more games, it'd be nice for him to at least get a win tonight in his memory. Also heard, I don't know if you guys but I think is it Bill Kenwright, the Everton chairman. Apparently, I read today that he's just passed away. So our thoughts with his family and friends. It's never nice when somebody passes away, but yeah, as you know, guys, normally when it happens, it does come in twos and threes, doesn't it? So just read that today earlier on while I was at work that apparently Bill Kenwright, the Everton or former Everton chairman, passing away. So sad news, but unfortunately, it's part of football, isn't it, guys? So thanks for that minute. As you say, are you at work tonight, mate? Are you working tonight, or are you at home chilling? Mr. Barnsley saying Champions League group will in North. Well, that's what you have to remember, Ryan. Champions League changing tomorrow, sorry, changing next season, mate. It's not going to be the same format next season. Champions League, it's changing. They're trying to make it more like a league structure from next season. So I don't think it's going to be as enjoyable or entertaining as we've seen it in the past. Ryan also saying for Barnsley, yeah, like I say, mate. Yeah, you get to hopefully you get to see your club play in Europe one day. Keep the faith, mate. Keep the faith. Minimo saying Seville are a uh, tricky wee team. Absolutely, yeah. Well said, Minute. Yep, spot on with that. That describes it perfectly. To be fair, they are a very tricky team, as you know, as you say. They're very clever, aren't they, with tactics? Um, and they've shown that by how consistently they've won games in the Europa League, and they've given a reasonably good account of themselves in the Champions League when they've been involved in that as well. But I think the beauty of the Champions League is, yes, Seville are a tricky team, as Minimo rightly points out. But this is where the better teams in the Champions League have to show their class. Would you not agree, Minnie? And show that they have that extra talent, that extra, that sexy player, so to speak, that can do a moment of magic and break a team down like Seville. Because yet Seville will keep it tight, keep it compact, and like you say, they're tricky. And they're very clever at using tactics to what's the word I'm looking for, to counterbalance any weaknesses that they have. My coffee's gone cold. So yeah, well said, Minnie. I agree. Minnie also saying, "Hey, Gaz, you were right about the Celtic dive yesterday. What was that all about?" No, mate. I know it's bad, isn't it? That was bad. I know that was well a dive, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that the referee didn't give it as a foul. As a give him a foul, a yellow card, because I think if we'd have seen that happen in the Champions League or the Premier League, I think the player would have got a card for diving. I really do. So shocking that the Scottish referee didn't give a yellow card. And like you say, it certainly backs up what some of you guys have been telling me, that the referees seem to show some bias towards teams playing against Rangers and Celtic, and it's just not right. It's just absolutely not right. And that was clear-cut evidence, because if ever there was a time when you see a dive that's clear and obvious, it was in that Celtic game the other day. It was so blatantly a dive. It was unbelievable. But yeah, thank you for that minute. Loving that. I'm loving the fact that you checked that out. Awesome. Awesome. Glad to hear that you checked that out. It was shocking, wasn't it? Thanks for that minute. Mr. Barnsley saying, rest in peace around football club. Around football clubs. Thank you, Ryan. Absolutely top man. Thank you for that, mate. Obviously, I'm not going to use the clapper for a rest in peace, but absolute top respect to you for that, mate. Wouldn't be right to use the clapper for somebody passing away, but top man. Thank you for that, Mr. Barnsley, who is Ryan. Minimo saying, that's sad to hear about Bill Kenwright. Everton was his was his passion. It was absolutely well said, Minute. You're right. It was his passion, and it's really sad. Like I say, all we can do is send our best wishes to his family and friends, as you know, mate. Unfortunately, um, we're that's this is why I say life's too short. You just got to make the best of it because you never know. You never know when your time's going to be up. So just live life as best you can, enjoy it to the max, and try and make the best of it. So yeah, well said, Minute. Like I said, guys, not going to use the clapper for any comments with regards to somebody passing away, but it doesn't mean to say that I don't appreciate your respectful comments any less, guys. I totally respect and appreciate your top respectful comments towards somebody in football passing away. It's just like I say, I don't think it's appropriate to use the clapper for a passing away. But thank you, Minute. Well said, mate. Absolutely. Minimo also saying, just finished, guys. Listening on the bus home. Okay, Minnie. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for coming, getting involved. Appreciate it. It's always good to have you involved in the Fandom community chat. So thank you, Minnie. So we're back underway, guys, as Seville just raced down this near side, managing to get a shot off, but it was a poor one and it's gone deflected behind. So it's going to be a corner on this near side for Seville. But a corner comes in as it's knocked away and it goes out behind for another. I think that this time it's gone out for a goal kick. So just bear with me a second, guys. Sorry, I'm just putting the team news back on the screen for you guys. So yeah, goal kick as Arsenal take it short. Now playing it out wide to that far side as they try to push up the field. So Arsenal now switching the play out to this near side. Now played forward as Seville challenge for it. Arsenal managing to work through the press though. As now they come towards the box. And it's cut across the other side as Arsenal take it out wide. Can they get the cross in? Cross comes in. And it's headed towards goal, but the goalkeeper manages to pluck that out the air. Um, So relief momentarily for Seville. So yeah, awesome Minute. Well, hope you have safe journey home, mate. Absolutely, it's a pleasure to have you with us. And yeah, safe journey home, Minute. Um, Minute also saying Arsenal playing in a way that I think they can do well in Europe this season. Hope I haven't jinxed them now. Yeah, well said, Minute. I don't think you have, mate. But yeah, hopefully all UK clubs do well in Europe. I'm interested to see, Minute. Um, do you think that Aberdeen can do it? Do you think Aberdeen can get through? I don't mean win it, but I think what I mean is, do you think that Aberdeen can get enough points to get out the group? Obviously, they've they made a reasonable start, haven't they? So, but do you think I'm just interested, Minnie? I know obviously Scottish rival to your club, but obviously you know Aberdeen are slightly better than me, I would imagine, because obviously your team played them a lot. So just curious, Minnie, do you think Aberdeen could actually get out the group stage? I'd love to see them get to the last 60 or last 16. Yeah, it's last 16. It used to be last 32, didn't it, in Europa League? But they've changed it now, last 16. But yeah, I'd love to see Aberdeen make it to the last 16. That would be awesome for Scottish football, and it would also give them extra revenue. So yeah, if you're still there, Minnie, let me know whether you think they can, or do you think they're going to shoot themselves in the foot like they normally do? Arsenal now playing the ball out the wide to this near side as they come forward. Challenge comes from Seville. So yeah, well said, Minute. I think you're right. I think Arsenal could do well this season, but hopefully all UK clubs do as well. Mr. Barnsley Ryan saying referee uh needs sacking. Okay, no worries, mate. Is that the ref in your game? What for Barnsley? I take it he's made it a bad decision then. Okay, well thanks for that, Ryan. That's what we're here for, mate. So now Arsenal with the possession on that far side as they play it back to the goalkeeper. I didn't even get a chance to go and get a drink in half time there. Damn. Ball played up the field. Now Arsenal intercept it and Seville intercept it, sorry, but Arsenal collect the deflected ball as now it's played out to Jesus on this near side. Jesus coming into the box as he cuts back inside, now takes the shot. Oh, and it's a beautiful goal from Jesus right into the back of the net, top corner. Well, not quite top corner, but almost near as, damn it. Left the goalkeeper rooted to the spot. I think he did actually jump for it a little bit, but absolute peach of a goal there from Saka. Pretty much created all on his own. Sorry, not Saka. Jesus, sorry. Did I say Saka then? I meant Jesus if I said Saka. Apologies. So, yeah, Gabriel Jesus with the second goal for Arsenal on 53 minutes, guys. Seville 0, Arsenal 2. So, yeah, thank you for that, Ryan. Minimo saying Aberdeen. No, sorry, guys, they are not very good scoring or defending. Well, I haven't seen them in the second game, but I saw them in the first game in the group stage, and they actually played okay. Because I don't know what you mean. They made defensive mistakes because they went behind, didn't they? But if I remember rightly, didn't they go behind 2-0 and then pulled it back to 2-2 in the first game? Which I was quite impressed that they showed that resilience to come back and fight their way back into it because it was looking like they were out of it. At one point, I think it was around, I think if I remember correctly, I think they got to about 70 minutes and it was looking like it was only going one way. And then all of a sudden they scored a goal and then that was it. Then they just went for it and managed to get themselves level terms. So I saw the defensive weaknesses you mentioning, Minnie. But I also saw that desire to fight and try and get something out of the game. So I thought that was quite impressive because that's what you need in Europe. Obviously, like you say, you need to be good defensively and attacking, but you also need to show that desire and that hunger to try and fight to get back into games, even if you go behind. And in that first group game, they did actually do that. In fairness, they showed fight. They showed mistakes. They made mistakes, as you say, particularly defensively. But they showed some character to fight themselves back into it. So, but yeah, you're probably right. You're possibly right, Minnie. I know Aberdeen played in Europe plenty of times before, and uh, just they always disappoint. But that's why I'd like to see them get to the last 16 for once instead of being disappointing. Actually, um, give a good account of themselves. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? And it'd certainly be good for Scottish football. Help the coefficiency even more, and also help Aberdeen get some much needed revenue. And any Scottish clubs that make revenue from Europe, it's better because where they're likely to invest it, they're likely to invest it, hopefully, partly back into Scottish football, which means that then the other clubs can benefit a little bit more as well. Hopefully, that's how it works. I know that some Scottish clubs do business with other clubs outside of Scotland, but there's also a lot of transfer business within Scotland as well. So obviously, if Scottish clubs make some extra money in Europe, it might mean that it helps with some transfer fees improving between Scottish clubs. Some logic in that, if you get my meaning, Minnie. Arsenal now on the attack as they race forward now, coming into the box. As it's Martinelli again now with the ball, as Seville trying to push him out wide, but he manages to cross it into the box. As Arsenal getting the shot off, but it's blocked off by Seville defenders. And eventually Seville knock it out wide to that far side as it, I think it's just sneaked out of play there. So that'll be a throw in on the far side, midway inside the Seville half of the field. So yeah, thank you, Minute. Sorry guys. Oh, this stupid thing. It's annoying that. So yeah, thank you, Minute. I totally understand the logic, mate. Absolutely, yeah, makes sense. But fingers crossed. Fingers crossed they might surprise us. So Seville now with a substitution. Diaz coming on for Luke Luca Brack. Apologies if I'm not reading his name. And Lamella coming on. Yeah, Luca Bacchia, the Seville player. Apologies, I don't know a lot of the Seville players. So throwing comes in on that far side as Arsenal win it, knock it back to the goalkeeper, but the referee's blown for a foul here. So if it stays like this, guys, it will put Arsenal top of the table on 6 points with PSV right behind them. Minnie's saying who's in who's in goals? Who's in goals for Arsenal tonight? Who's is that who's in goal or who's in goals? I'm not, well, obviously it says goals, but I'm not sure if you mean who's the goalkeeper. If you're meaning who is the goalkeeper, minute it is David Raya. David Raya. And if you're meaning who's looking the most dangerous going forward for Arsenal tonight, I would say Saka's looked pretty dangerous on the wing. Seville now with a corner. Corner comes in and it's headed into the back of the net as Sevilla have pulled a goal back. 58 minutes gone. And Sevilla with the goal. And that makes it Sevilla 1, Arsenal 2. Arsenal switching off a little bit there. Sorry about that minute. Martinelli, and Jesus will look really dangerous in front of goal minute, if that's what you're meaning. So Saka's looked quite dangerous down the wing, as he always does, to be fair. Gabriel Jesus has definitely been noticeable. But Martinelli also been very active trying to, I think he's had a couple of shots on goal as well. So ball knocked up the field from the restart as it's gone out of play, and that's going to be a corner for Arsenal on the far side. Saka to take it. So corner taken quickly as it comes in, and it's a poor one, and it's gone straight out of play, and that'll be a goal kick to Seville. So yeah, thanks for that, Minnie. I'm not sure if I answered your question. What in the way you was meaning it. So apologies if I misunderstood it. Minnie also saying, well done, Arsenal. Yeah, they've still got half an hour to go yet, minute. 60 minutes. Well, just coming up to 61 minutes gone, guys. Seville 1, Arsenal 2. So thanks for that, minute. Mr. Barnsley Ryan saying some games refs are okay and most like off days. Yep. Thank you for that, Ryan. Yeah, referees. I'm going to try not rant about referees tonight, mate. I do enough ranting about them. Yeah, I'm too tired tonight to be ranting at referees. But you're right, mate. They are very frustrating. You're absolutely right to point it out. Their inconsistencies are really frustrating for all of us. And we're just the fans. Imagine how the players feel with the inconsistencies from the refs at the minute. So there's been there's been a foul on that far side. So there's a free kick here for Arsenal, right next to the touchline. Ball comes in as it's knocked away and behind, and that's going to be a corner on this near side for Arsenal. So thank you for that, Mr. Barnsley, Ryan. Minimo saying, what really annoys me with refs is the absolute inconsistencies from week to week. Just make one rule and everyone abides by it. Absolutely, yep. Well said, Minute. Well said, mate. But to be fair, they haven't got that kind of common sense, have they, the referees? The Referees Association just not showing that kind of. I don't know. It's annoying. Because I keep thinking that they're deliberately doing it with the rules, just to create attention to themselves. It really is, because it's like we're supposed to be talking about the game, and instead we end up keep talking about referees, because referees seem to want the attention, because they're making no effort to get that consistency and to show their professionalism, like you say, Minute, about just making a rule and everybody being on the same page. And I'm not having it when they make excuses. Oh, Seville now on the attack as the ball crossed in, and it's ricochets off the bar, and the referee's blowing the whistle here. I think he's saying it's a handball. Hit somebody's arm on the way through. Oh, yeah, he's saying it. The player received it when he intercepted it. He's controlled it with his arm. But good effort. Sorry, Minute. So what was I saying then about refs? Yeah, yeah, like I say, they take no professional pride, do they? Because if they did have professional pride, they'd get together and say, right, let's, like Minnie's just said, let's have a rule, this rule for this, let's have this rule for this, and we'll enforce it in this way, and we'll all do it the same. But no, instead, it seems like it's depending on the referee's interpretation of the rules. How far the game is deteriorating if we've got to that where it's depending on when the referee, how the referee interprets the rules. That's crazy. Um, Now Arsenal with the ball on this near side. But yeah, thanks for that, Minute. Great point from you there, mate. As Seville now kicking the ball long up the field. As Arsenal regain the possession. Now playing it into the middle. Now Seville challenge to win it back, playing it back to the centre backs. Now played out wide to that far side as now Seville with a crossfield ball out wide to this near side. Now ball crossed in as it's headed away. As Seville managing to hit it on the volley. Overhead kick there from La Campos, the Seville player. That sounds like a Greek name, that. As he just tried to So goal kick now as the goalkeeper kicks the ball long up towards the halfway line. Now Arsenal lose the possession as Seville win it back. Now Seville racing forward as they play it into the box. Seville again with another shot, but it's blocked off and then deflects into the path of another Seville player as he tries some more acrobatics here with another overhead kick. And it's gone over the bar. And now the referee showing that he's not happy here with some of the complaints coming from some of the Seville players. So the referee just having a word with players there. Minimo saying, I hate being what? Hate being Nancy negative. I thought that was a grouch, wasn't it? There's the that well, I always don't be a grouch. Nancy negative. That's a new one on me. There's Grouch in there, and then there's Grinch as well. And I think, didn't you, back in the day, didn't you have Mr. Miserable, who was the, what was he called? Mr. Miserable in the Mr. Men. Was it Mr. Men or something like that? I think it was called. So Jorginho here getting a yellow card off the referee. Just to let you guys know. Uh, let's have a quick update on the games and the other Champions League games, guys. Still 0-0 with United and Copenhagen. Lens 1-1 now with PSV Eindhoven in this group, in the other game in this group. So 1-1 between those two. In Group C, FC Union Berlin 0, Napoli 1, and Sporting Braga 1, Real Madrid 2. That's in Group C. Group D, Inter Milan 2, Red Bull Salzburg 1, and also Benfica 0, Real Sociedad 1. Still no goals in that Scotland game between Dundee and Ross County. Still 0-0 in that as well. We'll come to the other results shortly, guys. I will read through shortly. Seville now with the ball in the centre as they play it out wide to this near side. Arsenal now win it back. Now Arsenal chasing down the middle as they race forward now. Seville trying to challenge for it, but Arsenal play it out wide to Saka on that far side as tries to get the shot off, but it's blocked off as Arsenal pick up the pieces from the deflected ball. And now the referee has blown the whistle. I'm not sure what he's blown it for here. Well, it looks like he's giving it Seville free kick. Well, this referee's making up some of his own rules, I think, here, because I didn't see nothing wrong with that. Seville kicked the ball long down the field. Arsenal intercept it and just head it back to the goalkeeper. Minimo saying, told you, tricky wee team. Yep, you're right, Minnie. I know. Yep, I know. I did point it out right at the start of the show that Seville having done really well in the Europa League. They're the only club to win it 3 times back to back, I think. I think they're the only club to have actually done that. And they actually did that under Unai Emery, didn't they? Who is currently manager of Aston Villa. So I don't know whether Villa fans know that knowledge, but that's something for them to get excited about. But yep, you're absolutely right, Minute. Seville are very much a difficult team to beat and get 3 points off in Europe. So well said, Minute. It's now Seville winning the ball back just outside the Arsenal, outside their own box as Arsenal lose it. Now Seville racing forward down that far side as they come towards the edge of the Arsenal box, taking it towards the byline as they attempt to get the cross in there, but it's blocked off by Arsenal, and that's gone out for a corner to Seville on the far side of the field. So, yep, well, spot on, Minute. Well said. Mr. Barnsley Ryan saying, come on, man. United, do it for Bobby Charlton. Absolutely well said, Ryan. Yep, definitely want United to try and get the win in memory of Bobby Charlton tonight. That would be certainly a perfect way to say goodbye to him, wouldn't it? As now the corner comes in, it's knocked away. Seville picking it up outside the box as now it's played out wide to that far side. So, yeah, top stuff. Ryan, well said, mate. Well said, top stuff. Ryan also saying 3-0 to Barnsley. Awesome. Awesome, mate. Well, we got an Arsenal player down in on the pitch here with from a collision just in on the edge of the box as he's just getting back to his feet gingerly now. Hopefully he's going to be okay. But yep, absolutely awesome. Ryan, cool, mate. 3 goals and a clean sheet so far for your team, mate. Absolutely. If you just joined us, guys, we're currently on 70, just coming up to 72 minutes gone, and it's Seville 1, Arsenal 2. Please do hit that thumbs up, guys, if you could, would be appreciated. And thank you very much to you guys that already have. So Arsenal now making a substitution, and it's Odegaard coming off as Havertz coming on. Minimo saying, go on, Barnsley. Absolutely well said, Minnie. Loving the positive vibes from Minnie. Top stuff, mate. So Havertz coming on as Odegaard goes off. So Seville now with the throwing on that far side. Now the ball knocked up the field towards the Arsenal box as it's a poor one. I think that came from Ramos there, and it's gone straight behind for goal kick to Arsenal. Mr. Barnsley Ryan said, Barnsley till I die. Barnsley till I die. Barnsley till I die. Okay, mate. Yeah, we very much know that that's your team. United have took the lead against Copenhagen, guys. So United with a goal from, and guess who the goal scorer is of all players? The one player that's been getting a lot of criticism recently. Harry Maguire with the goal for Manchester United, 72 minutes. As now Seville on the attack down that far side. Ball crossed into the box as it's knocked away. And now the referee again this referee's so whistle happy. He's blowing the referee absolutely everything. Blowing the whistle at absolutely everything. Yeah, he's blown it for offside there, in fairness. So my bad. Yeah, the Seville player forward there in an offside position. Sorry, Minnie. Minnie's saying, Gaz and Barnsley, what's your opinion on wearing half scarves? I think in certain circumstances, I think they're fine. Like, for example, let's say Hearts v Hibs played each other, like in, I don't know, like a Europa League final or something like that, or a Europa League game full stop, because it would be such a rare fixture. Maybe that would be where you'd buy it for the memories. I'm not saying you would wear it, but maybe you would buy it just for the memories of the fact that you'd played your local rivals in the late stages of a European competition, which would be obviously very memorable. So you might buy it to keep the memory of it for that reason. I'm not saying you would wear it though, Minnie. I'm just saying you might buy it. But yeah, I'm not saying that, but overall, I wouldn't say I'm a massive fan of buying them and wearing them just for random games. It's like when you see them at league games and stuff. It's like you're being serious. It's a league game. How often do these teams play each other? Quite regular, so you don't need it. Like I say, I think half and half scarves have got a place in football, but it's when it comes to a rare fixture. I think that's where it's appropriate to use it. When you have like a really rare fixture that's very unlikely. And like I say, Hearts and Hibs play each other all the time in Scotland. But how often do they play each other in Europe? Very rarely. Absolutely. If they've ever played each other at all. So if you guys drew each other in Europe, then that would be a special game, wouldn't it? So it would maybe make sense then to buy an half and half scarf as memory of that very rare appearance in that competition. Not the appearance, sorry, the rare fixture appearing in that competition. So yeah, I don't know. Do you agree with that, Minnie? Let me know if you agree. But yeah, generally, no, I'm not a big fan of half an hour, especially in league games. It's like, are you being serious? No, you don't need half an hour. You can have unity. I like the unity aspect of it, but no, I don't think I could. I couldn't wear. Let's put it this way: if I went to a game, I couldn't wear a Bolton half scarf with a half Blackburn on it because I'd feel like I were jinxed in my team by having half of, you know, just half of it on me. That's just not, that's just wrong, isn't it? You can't have another club's colours touching you when your team's playing. That well, I'm a bit superstitious like that. I think if you got another club's colours touching you when your team is playing, I think that's bad luck. So I wouldn't wear a half and half scarf. Certainly not when they're playing. Anyway, maybe when they're not playing, but not when they're playing. I'm too superstitious like that, Minnie. I think I'd be jinxed in my own team by doing it. But yeah, like I said, to buy it, to actually for the memory of a rare fixture, I can buy into that. That makes sense. But not to wear it, like you said, just league games and all that. I'm not. No, 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 no. It'd have to be a very special, rare fixture for me to buy an half and half scarf. Something a very special, unique game. Like for example, when Bolton played their brief spell in Europe, they played away at Bayern Munich. Unfortunately, I couldn't go because of work commitments. So and that was back when European games they broke it down where you didn't play home and away. You just played two home games, two away games, and you didn't play home the same team home and away. So we drew Bayern Munich away from home. And if I could have bought a half and half scarf for that game, I would have done because it's such a rare fixture for my team to be involved in. But I'm just giving you that as an example, Minnie, of where I might consider buying a half and half scarf, but I wouldn't wear it. I couldn't wear it in the game because I'd feel like Bayern's colours would be like jinxed in my team. It's just bad luck to touch another club's colours when your team's playing. Like I say, I'm superstitious like that. Minnie also saying Ross County got goal disallowed after lengthy VAR check tonight. Apparently. Oh, thank you, Minnie. Thank you for the update, mate. Awesome. Thank you for letting us know. I didn't know that. So Seville now with the ball as we've got a Arsenal player down on the ground here. It's Arsenal player. Who is it that's on the ground? Is it? I think it's Jesus. And this doesn't look good, guys. I think is this Jesus? Hopefully not. But he's holding the back of his leg around the hamstring area. So let's hope that's not a hamstring problem. So he is back to his feet. I think he is going to get substituted off. I'm not sure if this is because he's injured or just because Arteta doesn't want to risk him. So yeah, thank you for that, Mini. Thanks for letting us know, mate. Appreciated. Mini also saying I haven't a clue on a map where Barnsley is. Somewhere south to me. Barnsley is you know where Sheffield is. You must know where Sheffield is. Well, it's slightly northeast of Sheffield. It's literally northeast of Sheffield. If Sheffield's here, Barnsley's like there. If I remember correctly. So yeah. So basically, northeast of Sheffield and southeast of Leeds, basically, if you get that, Minnie. So now Seville with the possession on that far side. As now Seville playing it out to this near side as Seville playing it back to the halfway line. So thanks for that, Minnie. Ryan saying, what you mean, Minute? Mo, laugh out loud. I've just explained it to her where it is. So hopefully she understands that. Minnie Mo saying, I wouldn't buy or wear them even ever. But it doesn't bother me if someone else does. Some folks get really angry about it. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I've seen what you mean, mate. I've seen what you mean, but yeah, I don't get angry about it, but I don't. I wouldn't particularly buy one for certainly wouldn't buy one for a league game or anything like that. But like I say, maybe a special rare game you would. That's where it's like I say, that's where it's thingy. But yeah. Um Mr. Barnsley saying Barnsley in North or North, not in the south. Yeah, but that's south. If you're in Scotland, mate, that's what mini means. If you're up in Scotland, then that Barnsley would actually be south, mate. You got to think Scotland's a lot further north, in it. So even though Barnsley is in the north, you're right, it's the north of England, but it's south of Scotland. So that and obviously Mini is up in Scotland. So yeah, I thought you knew that, Barnsley. I thought you knew Minimo was Scottish. Scottish and proud, aren't you, Minnie? And rightly so. Minnie also saying, Gaz, um, I don't ever wear maroon clothes. So I'll come back to that in a minute because you're gonna. We've got a corner here for Arsenal. I don't ever wear maroon. I don't even need. I know why. I know why. I'll come back to that in a second minute. Corner for Arsenal on this near side. Corner comes in. It's deep. Oh, Arsenal have wasted the opportunity, heading it wide, and that'll be a goal kick for Seville. Sorry, minute. Minnie saying, "Because I don't wear maroon clothing, my local pub would bar me." I take it then the local pub is very hibbies then. Um, I thought, um, I don't know, it's different in it. It's different in depending whereabouts in the country. But I know, like in Liverpool, you've got Liverpool, for example. You've got some clubs near Anfield that are just for Liverpool fans. Then you've got some clubs in near Everton that are just Everton fans. But then you also have clubs in the city centre that are both like just Arsenal, or sorry, just Liverpool or just Everton, or the favourites for those particular fan bases. But there's also a couple of clubs in Liverpool where they actually mix as well. But then again, I think the um, Scouse mentality to football is slightly different to maybe what it is with Scottish fans, because I don't think you'd ever catch Rangers and Celtic fans sharing the same pub, and I doubt it very much would happen with Hibs and Hearts fans either. But it does happen in some cities. Like I say, I know there is one or two pubs in the city centre of Liverpool that do have mixed fans. So yeah, it's an interesting one, but I love that minute. That's awesome. Minnie also saying, you're all south to me, Barnsley. Yeah, yeah. Now, Arsenal with a free kick on this near side. Ball kick long as it's intercepted by Seville. But Arsenal challenge for it, win it back, and then knock it on as the Seville keeper snatches that out the air. Now Seville build from the back again as another challenge comes in there, and that'll be a free kick to Seville just outside their own box. So yeah, I know that, meaning thank you for that, mate. As now Seville knocking the ball out wide to this near side as they come again on racing towards the halfway line. As Arsenal challenge for it, but Seville just cut it back as now Seville play it out wide to this near side. Coming forward now as they try to play it in behind the Arsenal defence and do coming towards the byline. Arsenal just managing to intercept that. Declan Reese putting the challenge in, and now Arsenal trying to get on the attack, but Seville challenge for it midway inside the Arsenal half and win it back. Now Seville play it back inside as now Seville with the throwing on this near side as the ball goes out of play. Throwing kit taken quickly as it comes inside and headed back out as it goes straight. out for another throw in further up the field to Seville. Seville again take it quickly. Ball into the centre. And then back out to this near side as Seville just having a spell of possession here as Arsenal happy to just sit off. Now Seville with a cross into the box. And it's knocked away by Arsenal. Seville pick up the pieces outside the box. Now played out wide to this near side. Another cross comes in. And it's knocked down. Eventually knocked in the air. As eventually Seville do manage to get the header. But the goalkeeper reads it well and gathers that. And that released the pressure for Arsenal. Ryan saying, I've got Barnsley and Cardiff City won 2008 FA Cup. Right, yeah. Well, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, a cup game's different. It's a unique game. So that kind of makes sense. But yeah, like I said, I don't see the point in getting them for league games. But thank you, Ryan. Thanks for letting us know, mate. Yeah. Kind of makes sense. Fair enough in a cup game, I think, because that's different. Minimo also saying, did you win that cup, Barnsley? It's funny. He's finally liking that. So, so Arsenal now with the possession on that far side. Minimo saying not another injury for Jesus, I hope. I don't know, Minute, actually, to be fair, because literally, I mean, he got back to his feet. He didn't look too, obviously, when he went down, he was feeling the back of his leg like it was a hamstring. But then he got back to his feet. He walked off like he was okay, but obviously Arteta pulled him off straight away. So I don't know whether he's took him off because he's injured or he's took him off just as a precaution. Obviously, if he's close, if he's nearly pulled his hamstring, then obviously his hamstring might be a little bit tight. So maybe Arteta just taking him off as a precautionary measure. But you're right, Minnie. Let's hope he doesn't. He's not serious because he's a top player, and we want to see the best players on the field, not on the medical table. So yeah, well said, Minute. Let's hope, fingers crossed, that it's nothing too serious. Seville now with the attack down this near side as Arsenal challenging for it and playing it back into the centre. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that thumbs up if you could. And if you have already, thank you very much. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate the positivity for you guys that have hit that like button. Thank you very much. Always appreciate. Seville now knocking the ball out wide to this near side. As they come again, Arsenal challenge for it. As Arsenal now winning it back deep in their own half, playing it forward as it just sneaks out of play, and that'll be a throw into Seville. Seville trying to keep the pressure on here as they've got Arsenal boxed in on the edge of their own box. 6 minutes added on time, guys, at the end of the 90. Mr. Barnsley Ryan saying, no, Cardiff beat us. Oh, that's disappointing. Especially when you bought the scarf. You should have sold it, mate. You should have sold it to a Cardiff fan. So we're about to have another substitution here, guys. And it's Martinelli coming off and Kiwawa. Come on, I can never read his name. Kiwawa coming on. You guys know who I mean. Martinelli's had a cracking game. I think he's put himself about. He's had a really good game. He's managed to have a few shots on goal as well. So yeah, I think Martinelli with a good and a good game, possibly even a contender for man of the match. Although I haven't been focused on individuals, but I know he has caught my eye a few times up front, making runs into the box and creating chances. As now Seville come again, playing it out wide to that far side. As now it's crossed into the box, but read really well there by Arsenal, and the goalkeeper manages to claim the ball. Milzard, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Wigan Athletic fan channel is Milzard saying up the ticks. 2-0 to us again, second in the league. Awesome. Yep, I said it at the start, mate, at the start of the stream when I saw you guys had took the lead. If you guys could get back-to-back wins today, that would absolutely be fantastic. And buzzing for you, mate. Enjoy it. Absolutely buzzing for you, Milzard. Now Arsenal with the ball in Seville's half as they now come forward. Seville challenging for it, but Arsenal managing to retain it. It's now they switch the play out to this near side. So, yeah, welcome to the show, Milzard, and buzzing for you with that result, mate. Now the ball just sneaks out of play on this near side, and that's going to be a throw in to Seville. Minimo saying, well done, Wigan. Absolutely well said, Minnie. Loving the positive vibes from Minnie tonight. Top stuff, mate. Seville now with the ball as they come forward now, playing the ball up towards the halfway line as they play it out wide to that far side. Now Arsenal come to challenge for it, but Seville managing to keep the possession as they just play it back into the centre circle. And now Seville with a crossfield ball out to that far side. Mr. Barnsley Ryan said, thanks, Milzard. Help us out. Yep, absolutely. Yep, forgetting that. Yep, beating Oxford second from top. So, yep, absolutely awesome. Seville now with the possession. As we're just coming up to 4 minutes of the added on time gone. So, yeah, I like that. I like that, Ryan. And Seville now with a cross into the box. Goalkeeper at the back post just manages to knock it over the bar. Well, Seville really trying to turn the screw here to find this equaliser. So Milzard saying second from a free kick to seal the win. Awesome stuff, mate. Awesome. Corner comes in for Seville now as it's Arsenal knocking it away. Seville picking up the pieces as they blast the ball towards goal, but it's deflected away out to this near side. Now Arsenal trying to run up the field as Seville challenge for it. And now the referee gives Seville a free kick here. Seville take it quickly as now they come forward again, trying to keep the pressure on us. They work the ball down this near side, taking it into the boxes. It's cut out by Arsenal. And now Arsenal trying to clear their lines as they kick the ball up the field, but it's given straight back to Seville as Seville picking it up midway inside their own half. Now crossed into the box, and the goalkeeper manages to jump and gather that, and that will be relief for Arsenal. So, yeah. So awesome. Yep, absolutely. Milzard buzzing. As I say, mate, back-to-back wins. Great for you guys. And rightly well-deserved as well. After the FA giving you guys that points deduction last season and then again this season. So, yep. Yeah. Ryan also saying, we all Barnsley and Wigan are we? Well, no, mate, because my team last time I checked were winning as well. So obviously I want my team to win. I'm not sure how they're getting on at the minute, but they were winning last time I checked. Let's just have a quick look. Yes. And they're still winning. Bolton's still winning now. They won. It's full time. It's finished Wycombe Wanderers 2, Bolton Wanderers 4. Get in. Another 3 points. Awesome. Now Seville come again. Ball crossed out wide to this near side. Is Seville coming to the box? Getting the shot off, but it's just wide of this near side post. And that could be the last kick of the game. And it is. The referee has blown the final whistle. And it's finished. Seville 1, Arsenal 2. Arsenal getting 3 points 3 valuable points on the road in Europe. So awesome. So guys, bear with me a second. I will come back to your comments in a moment. Let's quickly just go to the match stats. We'll see how that how the stats look for full time. Should be coming on your screen now, guys. So this is how the game has gone in numbers, guys. Total shots 11 for Seville, 14 for Arsenal. Shots on target 2 for Seville, 4 for Arsenal. Possession 57% for Seville, 43% for Arsenal. Passes 532 for Seville, 427 for Arsenal. Pass accuracy 84% for Seville, 81% for Arsenal. Fouls 7 against Seville, 13 against Arsenal. Yellow cards 2 for Seville, 1 for Arsenal. No red cards, thankfully. Offsides 1 apiece, and corners 4 for Seville, 5 for Arsenal. So there you go, guys. Arsenal getting 3 valuable points on the road, and as you can see, that is what it's done for the table. As Arsenal sit top on 6 points, with Lens just behind them on 5 points, 3 games played, so a point between the two. Seville and PSV sit joint 3rd and 4th on 2 points. So Seville just above PSV, sorry, on goal difference. So there you go, guys. So quick look round the grounds as we quickly go over the results, guys, and then I'll come to you guys, see what you guys are saying before we call it a night. So in the Champions League, guys, here's all the full-time result. Earlier it finished Galatasaray 1, Bayern Munich 3. Manchester United getting the 3 points with a late winner coming around 72 minutes, I think it was. So only a quarter of the game remaining, and United got the winner. So Man United 1, Copenhagen 0. Group B, Lens 1, PSV, Eindhoven 1, Seville 1, and Arsenal 2, as we know right here. Group C, Union Berlin 0, Napoli 1, and Sporting Braga 1, Real Madrid 2. In Group D, Inter Milan 2, FC Red Bull Salzburg 1. That was an earlier kickoff. Benfica 0, Real Sociedad 1. In Scottish Premiership, guys, only 1 game tonight in the Scottish Premiership. Dundee v Ross County, and it's finished 0-0. In the English Championship, Huddersfield Town 0, Cardiff City 4, Millwall 1, Blackburn Rovers 2, Norwich City 1, Middlesbrough 2, Swinton, Swansea Town. What am I on about? Swansea City 0, Watford 1, Leicester City 1, Sunderland 0, West Bromwich Albion 2, QPR 0. That game just still playing. League 1, Barnsley 3, Shrewsbury Town 0, Blackburn Rovers 3, Cheltenham Town 2, Bristol Rovers 1, Stevenage 1, Cambridge United 0, Portsmouth 0, Carlisle United 2, Burton Albion 1, Derby County 2, Exeter City 0, Lincoln City 3, Charlton Athletic 1, Northampton Town 2, Leyton Orient 2, Port Vale 0, Peterborough United 1, Wigan Athletic 2, Oxford United 0, Wycombe Wanderers 2, Bolton Wanderers 4, and Reading 1, Fleetwood Town 2. Into English League 2, FC Wimbledon 2, Accrington Stanley 4, Crewe Alexander 0, Stockport County 2, Doncaster Rovers 0, Salford City 3, Forest Green Rovers 0, Barrow 2, Grimsby Town 2, Colchester United 3, Harrogate Town 1, Mansfield Town 4, Milton Keynes Dons 4, Bradford City 1, Morecambe 1, Tranmere Rovers 0, Notts County 3, Newport County 0, Swindon Town 0, Gillingham 1, Walsall 1, Crawley Town 1, Wrexham 2, Sutton United 1. Also, one game to tell you about in the Scottish League 2, guys, and it's finished. Elgin City 1, Stenhousemuir 1. So there you go, guys. With the exception of the non-league games, that brings you bang up to date with the games in the Champions League and around the UK. So let's catch up with what you guys saying. Minimo saying second place. That's great, Millsard. No, it was Oxford. He was meaning Oxford is second in the league, mate. Mini. So yeah. Millsard saying, but we are 21st. Yep, but another 3 points, mate. Another 3 points. You're down there partly because of the EFL giving you a points deduction. So yeah, if you didn't know, minute, EFL give Wigan a points deduction at the back end of last season and then at the start of this season as well because of their previous owners. So Wigan getting relegated last season because of them deducted points and then up against it straight away this season because of more deducted points. Why didn't the FA just do it in the same season? But no. Millsard saying, sorry, Millsard. Sorry, Millsard. Sorry, Minimo, sorry. Saying, sorry, Millsard. Thought you meant you were second place. One day you will be. Yeah, no, it was meaning Oxford, who Wigan were playing. They are second, Mini. But no, easy mistake to make. Millsard saying, hopefully. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Just got to get the club going back in the right direction now. Recover from your previous owner. Takes a little bit of time, mate. Minimo saying, got that totally wrong. Easy done, Minute. It's easy mistake to make, mate. I think you got confused with Ryan's comment, to be fair. Ian 80 saying, what's the... All right, what's the Nepal score? I just read all the scores out a minute ago. Finished 1-0 to Nepal against Union Berlin. So yeah, 1-0 to Nepal, mate. Thanks for that, Ian. I did just read them all out though, mate. Minimo saying onwards and upwards, Millsard. Absolutely well said, Minnie. Loving the positive vibes from Minnie. Absolutely awesome. And Wigan Athletic Fan Channel Millsard saying, of course, Minnie. Absolutely nice one, Millsard. Top stuff, mate. Minnie saying Napoli 1-0 up. Thank you, Minnie. Thank you, mate. Awesome. And Millsard saying, who against? Yeah, Union Berlin. I was actually been disappointed for Union Berlin, but it is their first adventure in the Champions League. Minimo saying Union Berlin. Yep. So thank you, Minnie. Top stuff, mate. Mr. Barnes is saying 3 goals, 3 points. Happy Tuesday. You Reds. Absolutely, yep, absolutely, mate. Fantastic result for you guys tonight. And long way to go, as I said to you earlier on, but it's better to get the points on the board, get points on the board early on and give yourselves a real chance. Stay with that, stay with a pack at the top and keep picking up the points, keeps you in that hunt at the top of the league. So, yeah, well set, well done, mate. Wigan Athletic Fan Channel Millsard saying that's good. Absolutely nice one, Millsard. Awesome. Thank you, mate. Loving the positive vibes from you as well, mate. Minimo saying, I love it when everyone's team wins and enjoy. All happy long. May it continue. Absolutely. Well said, Minnie. Absolutely. And Millsard also agreeing with that too. Top stuff, mate. Absolutely, guys. You guys are awesome. Minimo saying, does Rich Bolt still come on here? Yeah, he does occasionally, mate. He does occasionally, but I think he's more interested in. He was more interested in coming on for promoting his channel rather than actually being part of Fandom. But he does still pop on occasionally. I still talk to him on social media occasionally. He's a nice guy, but obviously he's wanting to build his channel as well, and so yeah, I think that's like I said, I don't think he liked the fact that I didn't like him trying to promote. So I don't know, but yeah, he does still come on occasionally, mate. He does. Um, Millsard saying sometimes, yes, yeah. I think was it about 2 weeks ago? I think the last time he popped in or something. But like I say, he's building his own channel, so obviously he spends quite a bit of time making. He does a lot of shorts and stuff. Mr. Barnes is saying, Gaz, I should give it to Sheep. Not a fan. Um, okay. I'm not following that entirely, mate. Sorry. All obviously Minnie is, so she's liking it. Ian saying, "Are you doing anything tomorrow?" Yes, I'm going to be doing a game tomorrow, mate. I haven't decided which one. I might actually do a championship game tomorrow because um, starting to discover that the Champions League group stage games don't get as much attention as the knockout stages games. So might do a championship game tomorrow. I'm not sure yet, mate. But yep, hoping to be on tomorrow, mate. If I'm home from work all day, it was touch and go tonight, to be honest, because I had to work late. But thank you for that, Ian. Thank you, mate. Yep, hopefully I'll be on tomorrow. Just not sure which game I'm doing yet. Mini Mo say Man United keeper saves last minute penalty. Oh, did he? All right. Thanks, Minnie. Thanks for that. Yep. I obviously didn't watch that game because we're concentrating on Arsenal. But thank you for that, Ian, and also Minnie. Thank you, mate. Um, Minimo also saying, I'm away now. Thanks, Gaz. See you all soon, everyone. Thank you, Minnie. Absolute pleasure, as always, to have you involved, mate. Look after yourself. Hope you finish traveling home on the bus and hope you got home safe and well, mate. Look after yourself, Minnie. Always a pleasure, as I say. Look forward to seeing you again when you're not too busy and you've got the time. So, yeah, take care, Minnie. And I'll see you again soon, mate. Thank you. Millsard saying, we've got Shrewsbury at home next. Oh, yeah, you guys can win that, can't you? You guys can get something out of that. Yeah, if it's at home, yeah. Shrewsbury not been in. Well, mind you, can't remember. Am I getting confused? Right, so Shrewsbury, yeah, they've been a bit all over the place. They've lost one, won one, drawn one, won one, lost one. So that's how Shrewsbury played the last 5 games, mate. So yeah, that's a winnable game for you guys at home. Um, and if you can't win it, don't lose it. Try and get something out of it, hopefully, for you guys to keep that. And I think you guys will be on fire when you play your next game. Really starting to get some momentum going now, mate. Millsard saying, um, Elf. Oh, EFL hate weekend. I thought that said Elf then. Normally people put EFL, they put it capitals. So yeah. Yeah, mate, it does. I wouldn't worry about it. We know that. We know that they've got sometimes a narrative. Um, so yeah, don't worry. I witnessed it with Bury, mate. They didn't help out Bury very much. In fact, they did very little to help out Bury. It seems to be that the AFL only want to help out clubs with a big fan base or a huge fan base, if you get what I mean. Um, because they're uninterested in the money. But yeah, don't worry about it, mate. You guys are doing what you need to do. You don't need them. You're fighting your way out of the difficult period yourselves without any help from the EFL, and that's something to be proud of, mate. So keep your chin up, Millsap. Just be proud of the fact that you're doing it without any help from the EFL. That you guys are fighting to keep yourselves in the league and also to compete. So, yeah, think of it that way, mate. But I know exactly what you're getting at there. Millsard saying, bye now, everyone. Okay, mate, you off. Thank you, Millsard. Always a pleasure to have you involved, mate. Look after yourself and stay safe and well. And yeah, hopefully see you again soon, mate. Thank you for dropping in. As I say, always a pleasure to see you. And Millsard also saying, Ryan sold Ryan said, give it to a sheep about his scarf. Ah, right. I didn't understand what he was getting at. Ah, right. Thank you. Okay, my bad. Thank you, Milzard, for explaining, and apologies, Ryan. Apologies, mate. I'd switched off after reading the stats and the results and everything, mate. I'd switched off to the previous conversation we was having about half and half flags. So, sorry, half and half scarves. So, my bad, mate. Apologies. Obviously, Ryan, if you're not there, presuming you might have jumped off now, but if you do, click back in. My apologies, mate. So, thank you, guys. I'm going to jump off now. Thank you to all you guys that dropped in tonight. Been a quieter chat stream tonight, quite a chat. But we get that sometimes. And guys, sometimes it's a bit better. It's nice if it's quiet occasionally because it means I get to enjoy a little bit more conversation with you guys a bit better than I do when it's busier. So thank you to all you guys that dropped in tonight. Absolutely always enjoying a bit of conversation with you guys that are regular members to the Fan Den community. So thank you. And hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe and well, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.